Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and here is another narrated Pokemon battle. So, this was from the same stream as the last one. I'm using the same team. And this time I'm facing Mr. Blackboy 51. His in-game name is Rex, and here he's got a pretty interesting team. A lot of Pokemon I don't think I've ever seen in battle, especially the Wailord. I don't think I've ever seen one in battle. So, I'm going to find out, what does Wailord do? So I'm going to lead with my Garchomp. I think it's the safest thing to lead with. The only thing it's really weak to is the Togekiss, and it could be in danger from the Sceptile, as he leads his Nidoking. So here, I'm just going to go for Earthquake. I think it's the safest play. His Arcanine's weak to Earthquake, and his Lucario's weak to Earthquake. So I just go for that. I just want to get rid of this Nidoking. It could be a big threat if I don't get rid of it, and I take it out. So now he's going to bring in his Togekiss. And I don't really want to lose my Garchomp right now. Like I said, this Garchomp has the Z move, and I'd like to save that for later. And I bring in my Special Wall, even though it's weak to Togekiss. It's really my best thing to take special attacks, and it still doesn't take a special attack very well. So I'm thinking I might switch this one out for a better Special Wall. I just go for Bullet Punch, get some chip damage. I'm pretty sure that Hitmontop's going down now. There's not much Hitmontop can do, really, against this team. The only thing it's really good against is the Lucario, and I've got other Pokemon that are even better. So now I'm going to bring in my Gengar. It's Scarfed. It can just revenge kill this Togekiss. And I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and it's going to be enough to finish off the Togekiss. So now he's down 2 Pokemon, and I'm down 1 Pokemon. He's going to bring in his Arcanine now, and I'm not sure what this Arcanine wants to do. The Intimidate doesn't really bother me, because Gengar's a special attacker. I'm going to actually save my Gengar. I don't want it to take any unnecessary damage, because I think Gengar could be really useful in this battle, as he actually shows that he has the Snarl. And that's something that I wasn't actually expecting, but luckily I switch out my Gengar, keep it safe from the Snarl. And Slowbro is going to take that, unfortunately. It's going to lower its special attack, but Slowbro can take it. It's bulky, and I'm not too worried about it because it's got Regenerator. Now he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I actually prefer getting Burnt instead of Toxic Poison, because Toxic Poison will do more to me, and I just fire off a Scald, get some damage in. See what this Arcanine wants to do to my Slowbro. So looking at this thing has Snarl, and it has Will-O-Wisp, so it's one of those utility Arcanine. He's going to switch it out, bring in his Sceptile. Sceptile can take a Scald pretty well, that grass typing, and Sceptile's actually really fast. So I'm kind of scared of this thing. I just go for another Scald, and I actually get the burn, so that's actually good. It's not like the greatest thing, because most Sceptiles are special attackers, but I'm okay with the burn. And it'll help whittle away this Sceptile's health. So now Slowbro is going to take a little bit of burn damage. I'm not too worried about it. And actually, I'm just going to stay in. I think I might just sack off the Slowbro. There's nothing that wants to switch in on a Leaf Storm or a Dragon Pulse from this thing, as he actually has the Giga Drain, so that's actually not that good for me. Slowbro actually lives that, though, with 10 HP, and I'm surprised about that. If you watched the last battle, Slowbro actually lived. I was actually expecting Slowbro to go down there, but I actually fire off the Ice Beam, and it does a little bit of damage. That Snarl really lowered Slowbro's special attack, however, so it's not doing the most damage as it could. But it's a good thing that Slowbro lived that. I was actually expecting Slowbro to go down there. So now I just let him finish off my Slowbro. Slowbro did more than enough in this battle. It was really cool that it lived that. I am impressed with Slowbro. So now Slowbro goes down, but luckily it did its damage. Sceptile didn't get that much health back from that Giga Drain, and I can bring Gengar back in and revenge kill this Sceptile. This Choice Scarf is making my Gengar fast enough to outspeed this, so I can outspeed the Sceptile, finish it off, and there goes a really big threat. So now he brings in the Wailord. I don't think I've ever seen a Wailord in a battle, so I don't know what they do. I know they get Water Spout, and I was actually expecting this thing to have Water Spout. I know Gengar probably won't be able to finish it off with one hit, So I actually bring in my Sharpedo, expecting a Water Spout, hoping that my Sharpedo can live a Water Spout, and he actually goes for Scald. Unfortunately, he gets the burn, and that's not good because Sharpedo's a physical attacker, and now it is crippled. It's not going to be doing that much damage, so now I'm just going to protect to get a speed boost, and let Mega Sharpedo do as much as it can. He actually goes for the Aqua Ring, expecting that. So that's kind of unfortunate for me, but Aqua Ring's not going to be doing that much, as in healing the Wailord, because, I mean, I've got some Pokemon that could actually do considerable damage. I'm just going to go ahead, Mega Evolve, fire off a Crunch on this thing, get as much damage as I can. So now I'm going to Crunch. I'm interested in seeing how much damage that does, and it does barely anything. That burn is really hindering my Sharpedo, but looking at it, that Scald is not doing that much either. So I'm actually hoping that a few more crunches is enough to finish off the Wailord. I don't want to switch out my Sharpedo because there's not really a point in saving it. I just need Sharpedo to finish off this Wailord, and it actually gets the critical hit and the defense drop. So Sharpedo is pulling through, doing more than enough for the team to help take care of these big, bulky Pokemon. So now Sharpedo takes another Scald, but Sharpedo has enough health to live one more turn of burn damage, and he actually goes for the Protect here, so he can stall out my Sharpedo, and I go for a Psychic Fangs just in case he wants to switch in the Lucario. I know Psychic Fangs will be enough to finish off the Wailord, but since he protected, now my Sharpedo is gone, it faints, but I think it did its job. It brought this Wailord low enough that Gengar can come in and safely finish it off. So now I'm just going to go for a safe Shadow Ball. I don't want to go for Sludge Bomb because, like I said, he still has the Lucario. I'm just going to Shadow Ball, finish off this thing, and I'm just locking myself into Shadow Ball. Now he can bring in the Lucario. I'm not too worried about it now because I'm pretty sure Gengar can do enough to finish this thing off in at least 2 attacks and actually get the critical hit there. I don't think it really matter that much because I think it would still been a 2-hit KO. I can calc that. But I just go for another Shadow Ball. Gengar luckily lives the Crunch. I was actually surprised with that. Gengar did really good here. So now he brings in his last Pokemon, Arcanine. I know this thing has Snarl. It's got the Intimidate. That's not going to bother the Gengar. And Gengar is just such a good physical attacker. I'm just going to Shadow Ball. There's no reason to switch. Gengar is in such a good place right now. And he ends up having a berry, a citrus berry. And actually, no, it's a guava berry. I lied. It's one of those pinch berries. He's going to finish off the Gengar with a Snarl. But luckily, I get the Curse Body. It's not going to matter that much because most of my special attackers I wouldn't want to bring in on this thing. Now I'm actually going to bring in the Garchomp. Arcanine's going to go for Protect. I was actually expecting this, but I just went for the Earthquake because there's no reason to fire off the Z move. Earthquake will be more than enough to finish off Arcanine, even if he protects. So yes, Arcanine goes down here. Garchomp's sitting proud. I think Choice Scarf Gengar is a really good revenge killer. It was able to come in, outspeed a bunch of threats, do enough damage, completely destroy a lot of Pokemon, come in after something chipped away on the bulkier Pokemon, and finish those off. I think Gengar was the MVP here. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next battle video.